A Lewis dot structure, also known as an electron dot structure or Lewis structure, is a representation of the valence electrons in an atom or molecule. It was introduced by the American chemist Gilbert N. Lewis. The Lewis dot structure is a simple way to depict the bonding and non-bonding electrons in a chemical species. In a Lewis dot structure, the symbol of the element is used to represent the nucleus and inner shell electrons, while dots or lines are used to represent the valence electrons. Each dot or line represents one valence electron. The general guidelines for drawing Lewis dot structures are as follows. Determine the total number of valence electrons for the molecule or ion by adding up the valence electrons of all the atoms. Place the central atom in the structure. The central atom is usually the least electronegative atom or the one with the highest bonding capacity. Connect the central atom to the surrounding atoms using single bonds, represented by lines, to account for the shared electron pairs. Distribute the remaining valence electrons around the atoms in pairs, dots, to satisfy the octet rule, which states that atoms tend to gain, lose, or share electrons to achieve a stable configuration of 8 valence electrons, except for hydrogen, which only needs 2 valence electrons. If there are still leftover valence electrons, place them as lone pairs on the central atom or outer atoms, depending on the structure. It's important to note that Lewis dot structures provide a simplified representation of electron distribution and do not account for the three-dimensional shape or the presence of multiple bonds in a molecule. In more complex molecules, formal charges and resonance structures may also need to be considered. Lewis dot structures are useful for understanding the basic bonding and electron arrangement in molecules and can be a starting point for further analysis in chemical reactions and properties.